Okay. Showing we are live. Let me change the settings to public so everyone can see. If you can please share, guys, and Jason, if you can share on your page so everyone won't text me through the whole thing
I think
asking for that. How's everybody doing tonight for this special? Why everybody is there we go. Now it's public.
And the funny thing is that oh, I hear an echo.
Did it go?
No, I hear an echo. I hear myself. But so under your above yours is Tina 40's post.
Say again?
Right above your post that you just shared.
Oh yeah.
It's Tina 40's post. That Tina 40. I love it.
Yeah, I was
so
laughing.
My spirit animal. I love it.
I gotta meet her. She's gotta hook me up with a shirt too. That's for sure. And here's the I think it's hilarious that we both get on and we're wearing army green again. Like we match and we don't try. That's like I swear we're not fashionable at all. Like hello. And I always tease like if anyone's gonna ever make a clone of me, they better include a hoodie. Or no one's gonna believe it. Like it's not gonna be the most unbelievable clone ever if it doesn't have a hoodie on. It'd be like that's not
rompers.
That's terrible.
Yes.
So we are doing a special tonight because tomorrow night is Christmas Eve. We might be here tomorrow night too. I don't know. We'll see. But you never know about us people.
Do it. Yes.
Where are you guys from out there? I'd love to hear from where everybody is. We got South Carolina. This is live at 8:02. Yes, it is. It is live. We got another.
We go live.
Got the UK. Merry Christmas from the UK to the UK. Awesome. We got Florida. We have who else? Southern California, Northern California. We got Oklahoma. Can you see the comments on your side?
I'm still trying to share this damn thing.
We got a lot of stuff for tonight. That's going to be really, really cool. Besides the fact that we match our outfits without trying. And Merry Christmas. I hope you guys are having an awesome Christmas. I wonder if you guys are getting your stuff together. I'm doing last minute stuff too. So I have a little bit of news. And Jason, you want to go with your news first?
No, you go first because I'm trying to find this damn thing so I could share it.
So a couple things is both of us got contacted by someone that he's going to talk about tonight about getting on the show. And we got some information about that. That's pretty cool. Also, I have been talking to Gail of Gaia about the four of us getting on you, me, her, and Drake. I think you might be excited about that a little bit.
Is it Christmas?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Like a panel with all of us. So that might be fun. But so there's a little bit of that going on. And then do share about, because you have two really cool things to share too. And then I want to add something to what you're going to share because I think it's really awesome. But go for it. Yes. Super excited.
So there was a very generous man that donated to the PayPal, and he left a message that stated that, Jason, I'm a dear friend of Dr. JJ Hertax. My email is blank.com. If you would like to chat regarding the Keys of Enoch, let me know. Keep up the great work. Be well. So Dr. JJ Hertax is the one that wrote the book, The Keys of Enoch. And I'm pretty sure that means that we're getting some good confirmations that we're on, the right track, right target, I mean, it's pretty mind blowing. Not going to lie. It definitely is. It definitely brightened up my evening. I was totally shocked, but yet, it's great that all of us will get to be there as one. We'll all get to join in together and like talk to them and discuss it. And if you have any questions for them, and you know, it's almost like you know you don't have to worry about if you don't understand certain points in it. You could actually ask the man himself that
Yes.
wrote the book your questions. Because I know that I have a laundry list of questions. Because I mean, some of it is just damn over my head, and I'm just floored by it. I'm just like, wow, that's
Well, I'm excited. He actually contacted me too, and we've been back and forth about getting him on the show. And because asking him personal questions would be really cool. Apparently they're in the middle of some big project, so you guys be sending good vibes for all their projects. They're getting all of their teachings on MP3s from like CDs and DVDs and whatever, however they're doing it. But he did say that they were getting thousands of audio video materials on digital format. That's a big project. Some sort of archaeological project for Egypt. Go whatever that means. But he just said, hey, looks like you guys are doing busy work for global consciousness. He said also with what you guys are doing, it's really helping with keeping us busier than usual because of the increase of sales in the Keys book. So I guess you guys are out there getting the books. But he was like, it would be so cool if we can get together. And I asked him about Russell Targ because Russell Targ is actually a co-writer on some of JJ's books. Who I've been following Russell Targ for a couple, maybe 2-3 years. He is one of the pioneers for remote viewing with the 3-letter organizations and the Army and all the military since way back. He's been teaching remote viewing, and because they found out that they were doing it in Russia, so America had to like compete and get on board and make sure, and they found out that it actually worked. And there's a doc called Third Eye Spies. If you haven't seen it, you guys can get that on Prime, I believe, and it is freaking amazing. But I didn't know that Russell Targ had books. I knew that he was on this doc, and I've studied him because of his work with remote viewing. And John Vinviaco or whatever, I've had him on a show, kind of trained with him. But yeah, when I saw the book you were talking about with Keys, I didn't know anything about the Keys book until you talked about it. I got it that day. I instantly got it. I'll put the link up here. And when I went to the catalog, which he's got like so many books, so many, I'm like, I'll take one of each, please. That would be great Christmas. And I mean, I didn't, but I would like to. And also I saw Russell's name on some of the books. And I was like, what? So you got to wonder, like, if Russell has been remote viewing for 30, 40 decades or something like that, and he's working with this guy. I mean, you can remote view off planet, by the way. And they have done that. So it's like, I'm sure this information that they have is pretty freaking awesome. But yeah, I'd love to. I mean, golly, Russell Targ is a legend. And you'd think he would be working with people who he'd be really picky with. And they got several books together, him and JJ. So that's freaking awesome. But yeah. And then tell him the other thing.
Oh, so we also received an email that by I'll withhold his name because of just because it's just to be on the courteous and safe side. But it says, "Hey Jason, I've been watching you on numerous channels over the months, and the research that you have accumulated is quite impressive. I own a software company specifically for libraries all over the world, If you have plans to digitize the work that you have there, I can make this available to every library on the planet. I have offices in the USA, Europe, and Australia, and the library customers all over the world. If we can participate in any way that you can think of, let me know. Best regards. So,
Can you think of any way that they could participate?
that being said, we did say that everybody was going to get a copy of this, correct?
How big is this going to be? This is, I mean, holy moly.
I think we're over 200,000 pages here.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's pretty cool. It looks like all the manifesting and the formula of miracles is actually happening. You're doing it. We're doing it. You guys are all helping us too. You're putting out the good vibes.
All doing it together. All of us together. We're getting down with the get down. Oh, yes. and get this. So, bought another risk book, you know?
Oh, yes.
Because I had to, because I gave my last one away. And so the funny thing is that they put a date on the back, right? When it's made. Made in USA, Moni, Illinois, December 21st, 2020. Now
I'm going to go look to see when mine is. I got to see now.
Because my first one was made on January 11th, 2020, because it was 111, so it's 111. And this being on the solstice, it's actually pretty, and not to mention, I mean, what day is it today? The 23rd? And I got these yesterday. Back page. Back page.
Oh.
Yep. Just open the back cover right in the bottom.
Mine says September 21st, 2020. Okay, come on. Are you time traveling? Because how do you get the book the day it was printed? In the mail. Like it had to be printed, then shipped, and then landing. You are time traveling.
Well, Moni, Illinois. I mean, that's like literally 45 minutes away from me. So
I know, but print it and then get it to you in the mailbox on the same day it was printed. Come on. Come on. Yeah, is mine fatter than yours?
Whoa, easy. Easy there, Big Mike. And in fact, two of them say December 21st.
That's insane. Mine says September. Okay.
And not to mention the whole cover, even did a decode of the whole cover. The whole cover is a decode.
Interesting.
The entire cover, front and back together. It's an entire decode. It's an entire decode in itself.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what all this is about. Robert Steele was actually talking about this book as well. So you're not the only one who's told me about it. And you guys might want to check it out.
Well, this book is actually, this is from the drops. When they talk about a global game of Risk, and in one drop they have Risk in lowercase, and then in one drop they have Risk in all bold. Well, if you notice at the title, it's all in bold. See? So you go ahead and just start looking. Oh, Jesus. Hold on. You gotta turn that off. Sorry, buds. But so the funny thing is that I don't know if you've read about this author, this Ihsan Hanari, which has got to be a pseudonym. Now, he received his PhD in robotics from the University of West of England, Bristol, and his M.Science in Artificial Intelligence from the University of Edinburgh. His interests are in autonomy, collective robotics, and software engineering. He has published many papers in this field. Ihsan was first introduced to Risk in 1990 and has been playing ever since, given any opportunity. Despite his interest in other, quote-unquote, serious disciplines, he has always managed to convince his family and friends that spending time playing Risk has many benefits. He's an active member of the Risk gaming community. He also investigates games technology and expresses his artistic mind using 3D graphics and animations. He lives in Bristol with his wife. Now, he investigates games technology. Now, what are we playing here? Playing a game, correct? I mean,
That's what they're
there are
saying.
so many parts in this that are in the drops. It's insane. I mean, learn to read the map and everything. It's the mind map. You've got the mind map in here. And then a really good one has got to be when you get to chapter 7, because chapter 7 is the art of debate. Now, the first quote below it is, "All the world is a stage, and all the men and women merely players." William Shakespeare. It's like, huh, I wonder who this would pertain to, right? So you start looking through this. It's like President Trump is pretty much doing this like textbook from this. I mean, this book actually, it doesn't just teach you a game, it teaches you how to be a better human being. And it teaches you how to negotiate, um, to actually, get along, to bring peace and everything. It's crazy, but I mean, crazy. We've dealt with crazier things, but then it gets to the dynamics of the game. That's when it gets fun, because they have rational choice theory. Remember, they have game theory and all the other theories that they mentioned. Well, they have rational choice theory, and then they use the Cuban Missile Crisis, which is JFK, and then they have tit for tat. Now, and that's 8.6, which is a 14, which is a 7.7. Now, the thing is that it's all about revenge. But it says, so you've been backstabbed. What is the first thing that comes to your mind? Revenge? Yes. Let it grow. How do you feel now? Probably a lot worse. All you can think of is to show the backstabber what he really deserves. But can you really do anything about it? As a result of backstabbing, you've probably lost a great deal of your power. The more you have lost, the angrier you'll be. But at the same time, the more helpless. Now, revenge completely obscures your vision, and you get consumed trying to find a way back. So they talk about this Axelrod's competition, tit for tat, which in a game, there's simple rules. It's like, if someone stabbed you, stab them in the next game. If no one is bothering you, never stab anyone. Always cooperate. Be quick to forgive an opponent that has stabbed you in the past. Call it cool, move on. It's karmic law. For this strategy to work, you need to play with your opponent more than once.
Oh, God.
Now, what if, remember, this is our last time going through this. So, what if you're like, this is the last time you're going to play, right? Well, they have that here, and it's TT. Remember? Because they have it in the drops. Because everybody thought it was Trump Tower, but it had dots under it. So it had multiple meanings. So you have tit for tat. So it says, where's it at? I mean, damn it. Okay. The effectiveness, as you become more and more uncertain and realize that there might be yet another opportunity in the future that you'll meet again, it pays off to play cooperatively. As the likelihood of playing against an opponent is reduced, you should be more inclined to use the backstabbing strategy, or at least play defensively. If while playing the board game or an online game, which is Q, you realize that you are playing against a set of strangers that you are sure you will never play again, you should choose to backstab them all and break their deals. This is why historically, a rogue stranger entering a community for a short time is feared and not trusted until proven otherwise. A short-term stranger with no potential future contact is the most feared individual you will ever come across. So when he talks about the deals, how all these people made deals, guess what's going to happen? Cutting all the deals. They're all fucked. Bravo. Bravo. And then what's right after that? Turtles.
Turtles.
Oh. Why? And it says how a turtle dies. Turtle believers. Turtle killers. Why is that?
Tell me.
Where's the UN? Where's the UN located in New York City? It's in Turtle Bay. They used to call the UN people turtles, because the UN the UN it was that's what they call Turtle Bay.
Wow.
So the UN headquarters in New York City was in Turtle Bay, so they would call everybody at the UN turtles. So when they talk about killing the turtles, they're talking about taking out the UN. Everything.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're gonna have to do something. I mean, I'm sure you guys.
Done.
Well, yeah. I can't wait for the evidence of that.
Well, the flag's already down and everything at the UN in New York City.
Really?
They actually abandoned the building already. They did it like this summer. Where you been?
Where have I been? Good question.
I'm just kidding. No, they abandoned it though. And also, look on page 322.
I think I will.
You should, because it's the only page that is blank in the whole book.
322.
They show no love to Skull and Bones whatsoever.
Oh my God! Yes. That's their way of like talk to the hand. Huh? Oh, I see. Yeah, the 0.
It's great.
Interesting.
It's great.
Well, I wasn't super excited about their stupid stimulus package. I don't know if you saw my post about like the guy with the jeans and the little tiny pocket for the second stimulus package. But 135 million to Burma, 85.5 to Cambodia, 130 mil to Nepal, 700 mil to Sudan, 14 mil to Kennedy Center, which is closed. This is the one that gets me. The gender programs in Pakistan are way more important than everyone having rent and like actually having food and heat in the middle of winter, right? I mean, come on.
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
And the Ukraine.
Yeah,
let's give them Ukraine. Come on, the biggest number on there, Ukraine. Oh wait, second biggest number on there. 353 mil. Now why? No. Sorry, let me go back. Actually, it's not the biggest one. Bill Gates, Mr. Gates himself, poison control, not poison control. Mr. Poison is getting all the bucks. And someone said, "Why is he getting paid?" Geez, I don't know. That's just it's such a it's a mystery. And he's not getting paid, by the way. I mean,
they hung him back in 2015.
They're gonna veto this.
Well, he already did.
Trump. Oh yeah, Trump said it's a good thing. I hope we never find life on another planet, which is too late. That's why they have Space Force. Because if we do, there's no doubt the United States will start sending them money.
And we have. That's the best part. It's like, there you go. Not only have we sent them money, we've sent them human beings and trade. The intergalactic slave trade.
Decades.
Isn't it beautiful?
And decades. But they tried to sneak in on page 5,898.
I missed that page.
Yes, I know. And they only had 6 hours. So who has 6 hours to read 6,000 pages of fine print, by the way? But yeah, they wanted to make sure that it nullified the president's use of the Insurrection Act on page 5,893. That's because I did read it, by the way. I read every page of those 6,000.
Nice.
But yeah. So, just a little sneak in that slider and that thing of also memes. If you post a meme, they can that they don't like, they can give you a $30,000 fine.
But
because we don't have enough censorship. Now everyone has to be afraid of a $30,000 fine. Also, if you copyright any kind of streaming that they don't like, federal felon punishable by jail, fines, lose your right to vote, and you can't have a firearm. Whoops. So yeah, but they did give you the idea that you're going to get $600.
Well, I mean, at least you have more rights in prison than you do out here, huh? I mean, at least in New York, they're actually going to give them. They want to give the felons the right to vote. I mean,
They're already
the
paying
thing is,
the felons.
with the whole memes, that's why I firmly believe that this whole write-up is done on purpose, just for us to point out the nonsensical shit that's in it, like the memes. Okay, the problem is that memetics is an actual military operation, so they cannot fine you for doing a military operation because
It's a
we,
military
the
operation.
people, have actually done the oath online when everybody was standing up doing the oath in the videos. We all did the oath and everything. So when we took the oath, we technically did become part of the military. We became the digital soldiers. So right there, they're tampering with a military operation. That's very bad. You do not do that. Secondly, I firmly believe that they did this on purpose because of all the places that they sent this money. They want to make sure that you got your 600, but they want to make sure Nepal and Burma and just
Ukraine. Come on,
Ukraine.
after all the Ukraine stuff, they're going to bring that up again. I mean, let's not hide anything. No, don't look over here. It's like plain sight, literally in plain sight. But did they think we won't see? And also, now we know of the voting. Only 6 senators who were decent no votes. Cruz, Blackburn, Johnson, Lee, Paul, Scott. The only patriots.
That's it.
So they just outed themselves like completely.
Well, I mean, you'd have Grassley as well, but remember, Grassley's working from home because he's doing the whole Nasera from home because they said you need to go home. You've been exposed to COVID, so you need to go to Iowa and do all the work there. It's like, okay, see you guys later. Have fun with the arrest. Hopefully the beatings continue. It's like, this is gonna be great. I mean, the first. I'm not changing my answer either. The first mass arrest is gonna be Congress. Flat out said it. Called it before. Called now. It's like it's gonna be Congress, and why it's gonna be so mind blowing and so on a worldwide scale is because these pricks are the ones that started the shit. They're the ones about the COVID and everything in here. They're the ones that wrote the rules, and they're the ones that wanted the pandemic stage 6, level 6, so that these piece of shit UN troops can come over here, and they're not even the UN troops. I mean, we could even get into that because that's all under the members of the UN that that they form like the whole membership, and the people that don't want to get in, then the UN actually takes control of their military, and then afterwards they're allowed to come in and give their 2 cents on what they should do with their own military under UN control, because they were going to have the UN come over here and have our military stand down and take over the U.S. That's what California, Oregon, Washington. That's what they were all primed up for. That's what Bush signed. That's what Obama signed. That's what's in that damn
173
page document. It's all in here. So I said, print it up. It's all in here. There's so much in there. It'll shock you. It did. There's a lot in there.
Well, what was it that you posted a lot of new stuff now that you're out of jail? That was super cool. Congratulations.
Yeah. Just for saying, gonna need more rope. That's all.
Jason,
7 days.
I know, but you think that's not a big deal.
It's
and
not.
You're always like, but what did I say? And then you tell me what did I say? And I'm like, because that's kind of sounding a little.
How's a little what?
You're gonna need more rope, Jason. Yeah.
They speak of our president in such a way that they're lucky that that's the softest thing that comes out of my mouth. Usually it's hyphens and F-bombs. It wasn't. It was just rope.
Just rope. That's all.
I mean, maybe I was just concerned about other people going back to work.
It's not.
It's not a threat. treason always comes through. There's no threat there. It's always promises and guarantees.
Talk to us about the new stuff that you got. I don't have my Oh, here it is.
Such as and by the way,
a lot of new things now that you finally broke out.
By the way, I was listening to that what is it, that new news network on YouTube, and they were describing when President Trump was explaining everything, that he was airing his grievances. Right?
Wait, what was this now?
So, I don't know. Let me see. I'll tell you right now. News Now.
Okay.
So, and the guy's like, he spoke of, that President Trump was airing his grievances. I'm like, what did you just say? Because in our nice little Armand Forces and How World Leaders Are Influences booklet, we go to the calm before the storm. Because the document is a redress of grievances.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Because what it is that the patriot groups have begun making certain demands on Congress and on the governors of the states to move back towards constitutional laws of this country. This being done through a demand, a redress of grievances. It indicates that it is a process that put Congress and government officials on notice that the Constitution is the law of the land and that they are expected as elected officials to abide by the Constitution, to which they have sworn an oath of allegiance, and that they are also informed that anything other is treason. It also indicates that this does not necessarily mean that the entities will take notification seriously, for there are many entities who have for so long catered to the international leadership, the UN leadership, and the banking controls, that they are not likely to pay attention to the people. But it indicates that it does appear to be a grave mistake for these entities to ignore this redress of grievances. It also appears that there are some who are taking this seriously, more so than at any previous time. Yeah. So,
But grievances and grievances. I mean, come on. It's like they're just definitely letting us know that's connecting those dots.
That's it. I mean, beautiful thing.
So you saw, or you sent me the video on the president saying "my fellow Americans," and the whole video, which was pretty freaking awesome. And are you thinking he's going to do something on Christmas?
I think so. I mean, when he said "my fellow Americans," I mean, he didn't have to say the storm was upon us, because Winter Storm Flynn was already there.
Literally.
So, yeah. More ways than one. It's like, that's your white squall. Call the blizzard. That's what they call them. So it's beautiful.
What are the papers that you posted on Twitter?
Oh shit. What did I post on Twitter? That was a week ago, wasn't it? Or
was it?
I don't know.
Top secret classification, level 5, Operation Red.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's that CIA paperwork. There's bigger shit than that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk. Tell me.
Should we talk about?
Someone's asking about the Soul Qualification Act, and what was the truck situation? What's going on with the truck? Everyone keeps asking me, and I'm like, I don't know. He posted it. What's the truck?
The what?
Something about a truck that you posted.
Truck.
A truck. TRUCK. Let me see if I can find it.
Truck.
Let me find it. And
was that drinking?
No.
No, I wasn't. No.
Okay, let me find it. Let's see, David Ice. Oh, 1947 GMC truck. It says, what does a 1947 GMC truck have to do with it? And then someone else said, ask him about the Soul Qualification Act of 1996 and Redhead, which you posted this morning. And then someone else actually said something again about this truck situation. I don't know. What is this truck thing? Oh, Jennifer Matt did something, I don't know who that is, on YouTube today about a 1947 GMC truck with the same ring on a pinky finger watch on the left wrist. I don't know what this is. They want to know if you know anything of the 107 significance of GMC 1947. No idea.
No, I have no idea.
Okay, well, sorry guys, we don't know.
I'm perplexed.
I definitely don't. Okay, so someone's asking about what was the other thing they were saying? The Sole Qualification Act of 1986. Please ask him about this.
I think that's something that's under the CIA. The whole act of 1996, that's all under the whole CIA. That's all umbrellaed under the whole CIA, under their documents. It's not an act under ours, but the commies, those suckers. So
Nice.
yeah, we're getting more and more out of these from the CIA than we can imagine. So it's going good.
Did any of you guys get a chance to watch 1,000 Pieces? Did you watch it, Jason, yet?
No, I have not.
Oh my god, I'm just gonna buy it for you, and you have to watch it. It is so good. I've seen it 4 times now. But Roger Richards is the bomb. Totally. Definitely. All right. Well, so where are we going? What's happening? What do you think is going to happen?
Well, what's going to happen? I mean, when they started talking about President Trump surrounding himself with people that want him to concede, that should tell you one thing only. What is this? What is, if you think of concession, right? You're giving up, right?
Resignation.
Right. It's
I'll tell you what, though, Robert Steele, I talked to Robert. Robert said that with who he's talked to, that there's absolutely no way, he says, that he's going to resign.
The thing is that it has to happen because it has to happen under NACERA law. Now, did he already resign? The thing is that when he took off the hat, when he put the hat on, and he took off the tie, and he says, "I'm no longer a politician," in that rally, what happened then? Remember when he turned into candidate Trump? I mean, they don't have to tell us officially that he resigned. It's just like when they overthrew Obama, when the Q group did, when the Marine generals did, when Dunford took over. They didn't have to tell us anything. They pulled the military coup off right in front of our faces, and we didn't even know. There you go. I mean, they put a stop to that real quick.
Yeah, and a lot of people caught that on Facebook and everywhere else where it was changed to candidate, and people were mad. I was mad. I was just like, how disrespectful. And if it is a resignation, we'll find out, I guess. I think it's just a waiting game at this point, and we're going to find out some things pretty soon here. But boy, oh boy.
We're going to find out things right now. We're getting pretty soon. No. This is our shit. We got this. We got it. We're good. It's all right. Yeah.
I'm ready for some things to be public. If this is really going down. We are
making it public.
In the code.
Well, I mean, what do you expect? You're not really expecting that the news is actually going to come out and actually do a nice job, do you? No. That's why they said, "Who's the news? We're the news."
You think that nurse died? You think the nurse died?
Died. Yes, she did.
She did. Yes. Yeah. Because we haven't heard anything anymore about it.
In fact, I was thumbing through these papers, and there was a letter written to Nancy Pelosi on December 20th, 2019, and by President Trump. And this is how savage this man is. So It's Honorable Nancy Pelosi, dear Madam Speaker. But the whole first line, all the way down.
Oh my.
Yes. You have to admit, this man is a savage. I mean, he is probably the greatest American ever made. I mean, that's just, there's no way that somebody can be this just savage at
Oh
all.
my goodness sakes.
He's great. I mean, how could you go wrong with this man? I don't even know why people even screw with him. It's like poking a rabid dog. Why?
So what's the significance on January 6th? People keep asking, and I know there's people headed to. I saw a lot of people are going to Washington.
I think that's when they have to they finalize the electoral votes
with Pence.
But well, Pence is dead, so of
I knew
course,
you were going to say that.
of course,
How did I know you were going to say that?
because look at his earlobes. That's all you got to do. You know, he was running a huge child trafficking ring out of Indiana. Should know he live here. He's gone. They're all gone. They made sure of it. It's had to go off without a hitch. That's why he's like, oh, can you believe this? This Vice President Pence, he's great because he was giving him. They told him to take Pence or he doesn't get the presidency. That's it. The powers that be.
Yeah, and then him and Ryan tried to kill him.
Paul Ryan, yes. That's awfully nice one.
So if this is all true, is all of this going to come out too? Do you really think this is going to be on TV? I mean, Michael Jaco was talking about them putting it on TV too.
Well, you're going to get the 20% that, for people, I mean, to prove it to them. So you're going to get the 9/11 trials. You're going to find out that, Israel and the Mossad and just the Jews are, in the heart of this. I mean, hate to say it, but, everybody that's hiding behind the whole, Jews are good and Israel's good. And, that's why, they're Hasidic Jews and that's why they worship Satan.
Sure to differentiate what you're saying, not the Jewish.
It's a religion. It's
okay.
not a people. You have a choice. You have a choice of a religion. You choose to be a certain way.
Just so we can differentiate on that to people.
Well, that's the differentiate. I mean, it's Judaism. I mean, it's a religion. That's all it is. It's all about religion. Religion is division. That's it. Simple as that. I mean, hate to say it, but I mean, what else you want to say? I mean, if you have a God, right, which is source, the all, well then, after that, who the hell cares? I mean, if you think about it, we're all from the same source. So after that, why are we even fighting? Why even bickering? It makes no sense. But to them it does, because they know what gets us going. Because they're
Do you guys have any questions? There's other people who are asking about. They think Casey Anthony was a crisis actor. Another person says, let's see. What are we going to see the light show in the sky? General plan for vice pres. Yes, Bo, I agree. Or he actually will be president, possibly, if everything is going the way that they're saying.
I mean, he had so much power. It's not even funny. Flynn did. I mean, if you think about it, with Flynn, he that's an idiot. Flynn would have been the head of the the NSA, which in turn they kept the CIA in check. So, I mean, then he knew all their secrets as well. I mean, it's it's gonna get. I mean, it's gonna get ugly. In which case, because whenever you put a wounded animal in a corner and all that, they have to fight for survival. They're gonna have like one last hurrah. But I think they screwed the pooch on that, which is this. Simply this. There's a false flag in these Q drops that was to happen on New Year's Eve in New York City. Was it last year when it rained really bad? It was like 18 and 19 or something like that. And what they did was this Florian Kraus from the University of Marburg in Germany, they actually combined hydrogen cyanide and uranium together to create a turquoise crystalline powder that, when inhaled, it kills you. So what they did was, remember how they talk about triangles and everything like that, and the drops and everything, and blunt and direct time, and fireworks and everything. Well, the ball, keep your eye on the ball. We had the ball the whole time and all that. It was the New Year's Eve ball, the ball they dropped. Now, the ball is actually made up of triangles. It's Waterford crystals. So when they show the triangle broken, spread out, that's like the sky is falling event. I mean, glass, falling and everything, because dome, it's like we're a dome, you have glass falling, but they were going to release all of that,
into the atmosphere, basically.
And they were going to create a larger mass snuff film than 9/11. They were going to do it right on air at New Year's Eve. And it is tetrachloride tetraforming nitrile uranium 4. Something like that. Just.
That's got a few letters in it.
Yeah, just a few. So it's a hydrogen cyanide complex of uranium tetrachloride.
So, and is that the same thing that was in the box that they found in California, or different stuff?
Different stuff. That was a Black Plague. That was Black Death and all that.
Well, this didn't work. Let's try something else.
Yeah. Well, this is, you have your, your chlorine, your carbon, uranium, nitrogen, and hydrogen. That's your atomic makeup. It works.
Scary.
And the blunt and direct time is 12 o'clock a.m. When they talk about TikTok, when does time hit absolute zero, which is January 1st, 12 o'clock a.m., because that's Unix epoch time, which is January 1st, 1970 at 000000. That is the time that all electronics are gone off by, like when they talk about timestamps, that is the amount of seconds from that time to now. That's why it varies. Every timestamp, it just varies by seconds. That's all it does.
Do you think we're going to have a 10 days of darkness at all? Like, they're going to shut down the internet like they keep talking about, like, for a year, they've been saying?
Well, we're going to have to, in order to just, stay inside and watch these trials. And then let them go outside and, round up all the, other shitheads. And also with the days of darkness, I mean, with President Trump, what if it's him, like, not addressing the nation for 10 days? He went dark.
They showed the military actually canceled on their calendar like 10 solid days.
Yes, and those were the days that they were putting what's his name, the trial, the original one that bombed the basement of the World Trade Center. That's what that trial's for. And that was the 10 days right there as well.
And there's all kinds of talk about Trump leaving the White House, as far as like just physically leaving and telling everybody else in the staff to leave. And then also now I've heard even like leaving DC, period. Like not just the House, but
because what did they do in 1999 for the 2000 election? Same exact thing when they were going to give up our flag. Bush and Gore, they went down to Florida. They hang chads. If they leave the flag unattended in D.C. for a certain amount of days, England was going to come and swoop it up. That's why you have Russell J. Gould and David Wynn Miller in this as well. They came in, came up with that whole syntax, the proper grammar, and then they actually got our flag back.
Literally captured the flag.
Yes. And that is why DEF CON, the two words, the conference that they have, the hackers, the black hats, those are black hats at DEF CON. And they have that hacking convention in Vegas every year. They actually have, with DARPA, they actually have a capture the flag event. I mean, they're rubbing it right in our faces. They have like a hack the voting of like a voting village, like a hack the machines and everything. I mean, there's people they actually tell you on the internet who won, who actually hacked the machines. That they and it was in the DEF CON 25, in fact. So it was like what, March of 2019. They actually won the awards. I mean, we have all that. We have the booklets and everything on it. I mean, they're idiots. These people are really stupid. Beyond stupid.
Well, I'm trying to find. There's a guy who
stupid.
There's a dude who came forward. The programmer who wrote the code to rig the election actually was in court, testifying too. Speaking of rigging things and all the election, and you were talking about the capture the flag and how they had the machines and stuff. I mean, he came forward and said, I think it was in 2000 that he programmed this. You have to go, if you guys go to my Facebook page, I have the video where he's actually testifying. But it's crazy times that we're in, for real. But
what, March of
what's anyway? Well, video where he's
that guy sounds stupid.
No, sorry about that. No, he doesn't. So, what do you got this week? Are you got anything else going on with? I mean, Christmas Eve tomorrow, Christmas. Are you taking a little time off? I know you've been cleaning and organizing and getting all your tubs set up.
There's no time off. You don't take time off.
No time off.
Time off is for when you finish. We're not done yet. We still have a little bit left. See, just the totes. I mean, all the Post-its and everything. I decided that, instead of like having everything so random, that we'll just put them in totes, by category, and then I'll go and archive them so it actually shows that I actually learned something. Like, instead of like clumping everything and scattering it all around, it's like there's a part that said, "Oh, look, I'm gonna stop being unorganized and I'm gonna start being organized," and there we go. So.
Well, and you have to get somewhat organized for when you get with this library people, because they're going to need some order.
Whoever takes over.
I'm assuming you contacted them back and said you're on, right?
Not yet. I was too much in stock still. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Awesome.
This synchronicity is actually, actually works.
Yes. Well, we are about out of time for the night.
What?
And do you have anything else that you want to share in the next few minutes?
Well, we're gonna go live tomorrow too. I mean, we might as well.
I can look into that. We can see.
Like, you don't have anything to do. You don't have anything to do. I don't have anything to do. You don't have anything to do.
I'll definitely find out what's going on with the family. If not, we might could do the next night for sure. We could definitely get in another one before the weekend.
So you do
Oh,
Christmas.
it's
night,
Christmas.
Christmas.
Oh my
See?
gosh.
You gotta do
See,
Christmas
I don't
Eve.
think like
Because we have to have like an ugly sweater show.
that would be so sweet. That would
See,
be
then tomorrow it's on because I don't have an ugly sweater on now right now. So tomorrow's ugly sweater day.
we'll figure out something, even if it's
We
a
just
little
figured it
earlier.
out. We just figured it out. It can't be earlier. It's tomorrow. That's it. It can't be earlier. It's tomorrow. Tomorrow. We have to give them something for Christmas. Damn it. They deserve this. The people deserve knowledge.
Awesome.
God,
So, what do you guys have a great night? And I want to tell you too, Sunday night I have Tony Rodriguez on. He's super soldier, done I think 1 or 2 20 backs. I'm going to be interviewing him. That'll be interesting. He's got quite a testimony. I just read a little tiny bit of it, but that's going to be something. And in the meantime, if any of you guys know how to get rid of nanotechnology, please send me information on that, because that's something that I would really like to find out about, how to get that either deprogrammed. I have looked into zeolites, black or activated charcoal, clay is something that someone had told me about, and some sort of like contraption that I'm gonna recruit my husband to make to see about that. But I would be curious if anyone out there's got to be someone who knows more about this that we can like help some people in that area. But anyway, all right, sir. Well, I'll talk to you tomorrow. We'll figure out what's up, and everyone have a beautiful evening.
And we'll see you guys live tomorrow. Guaranteed.
I had so much fun.
See, we're gonna have even more fun tomorrow.
And we'll have some more fun tomorrow. It'll be fun.
Yes.
All right. You guys have a wonderful night, and we'll talk to you later. All right. Talk soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.